Hello, my dear students. Hello, everyone. With January underway, many of you are probably gearing up and will soon be taking one of the most important English exams in your life, Matura exam. Since I studied English for years, taught English and used it in business for many years, I know some tricks of the trade that I want to share with you to help you when the time comes. Every exam, especially Matura exam, is very stressful. So pretty often when you start the exam, when you get your form, you get confused, you get stressed. And even though you learned all these things many times, you find it hard finding those in your head. So imagine your knowledge that you gain in your school as a great castle. You build a great castle, you got it. But sometimes you just need to get to the very precise information pretty quickly. So I'm gonna try to give you, let's call it a smart keys, a pro tips that will enable you, help you get to the required chamber quickly and effectively. So when you need the information, when you need some certain technique, when you have to do some certain task, it's gonna be much easier for you. And when the clock ticks the hour, you are ready, we are there together. You hear my voice in your head, and it's going to be much easier for you. So believe me, if you spend this few minutes here today, if you follow the next episodes, I'm sure when the time comes, when the exam starts, you're going to take it much easier. And I hope even that you're gonna hear my voice in your head, helping you go through that task. So let's go through this together. Let's get prepared together. Let's go on. So today we are starting at the very foundation. Many of you think that they know present tenses, and probably you do. But the exam is not just checking if you remember to put the S at the end of some verbs. It's checking if you understand the context. If you understand whether what you are talking about is the permanent life state or a temporary situation. This understanding is crucial because using the wrong tense can change the entire message. The whole meaning can be lost when you use the wrong tense. So let's master it today. Welcome to English Bullet, the channel where we fire up your day with practical English and powerful motivation for your business and life. Having used English in business for over 20 years, I'm here to share what I've learned. Let's get started. Okay, so the first smart key concerns the distinction between the routine and the frame, which means the distinction between what's normal behavior, what happens oftenly, and what is happening right now. Pretty probably you're gonna get a task that you're gonna have to describe your hobby or something like that. So when you describe your hobby, when you tell something about what you like, what you do, you use present simple. I play tennis every Tuesday. I do it regularly. I use it present simple. It's very simple. But you may also be given a task that there is a picture, a photo, or some frame. And you have to describe what you can see in a photo. And then when you are describing, you have to use present continuous. You ask why? Because something was going on. It was recorded, like people were running or kids were playing, and there was a frame taken, and you had to describe it. So what you have to do, you have to describe what's going on there on this picture. So when you can see a photo of someone playing football, you don't say he plays football, because it would mean that he plays football regularly in this photo. You have to say, in this photo, the man is playing football. He is doing it right now. He was doing it at the very moment when the picture was taken. So remember, when it's a routine, something you do regularly, you like, your hobby, it's present simple. But when you get a task to describe a picture, a photo, a scene, use present continuous. Because here, the points on the exams are often lost. Pay attention.
In this photo, the man is playing football.
I've seen it in boardrooms as well in business meetings. When we talk about a company, we say we provide quality service. It's permanent, that's who we are, that's how we would like to be seen. But when we talk about something that we just started, that we introduce as some improvement, we say we are improving our quality, we're doing it right now, we're exploring new markets, we're lowering our prices, we are shortening our delivery chains. We do it now. It's kind of improvement, of action. So be careful, use it correctly.
We are expanding into new markets this quarter.
Now let's get to the smart key number 2. Let's talk about the trap. Yeah, it's a trap. Because examiners love to test whether you understand the state verbs. The verbs that describe a state, not a physical action. And those are believe, understand, know, want, and love. Those verbs hate the ing form. You may even think that if you are asked a question and you know the answer, you may say, I'm knowing the answer. But it's not the movement, it's not the action. You know the answer, it's a state of your mind, you know it. So you use present simple. But sometimes they also use the think verb, which is similar to know, but still behaves differently. And think can be used in 2 different ways. When you think of something, I think it's a good movie. It's a state of your mind. You think of it. It's your opinion. It's no action involved. But when you say, I'm thinking of buying a new car, it expresses that it's going on, it's happening right now in your head. You are thinking, you are considering. So be careful here. So the state verbs use present simple, but some verbs are pretty similar, like think, but can be used in simple form and continuous form. So knowing this distinction can take you from 60, your score from 60 up to even 90%. Because if you use those forms correctly, the examiners know that you are aware of the difference between the state verbs and the action verbs, and you understand the meaning. So pay attention, be careful, use the right form, and it's gonna be great.
I'm thinking about buying a new car.
And now let me give you the smart key number 3. It concerns the presenting simple facts and using more sophisticated forms. If you want to impress your examiner, you want to show him that you understand that the world is in motion, that things are changing, and you use continuous form, because present continuous is perfect for expressing changes. When you say people use electric cars, it's true, it's grammatically perfectly correct, but it's boring fact. But if you say nowadays more and more people are using electric cars to protect the environment, not only your sentence sounds much more sophisticated, not only it's a longer and better sentence, but it also involves certain emotions which are more interesting for people to read or hear. So please be aware that when you use continuous form, when you use currently or nowadays, you indicate to the examiner that you understand that the world is in motion and you know how to express it. It's the same in business. It's called market dynamics. When we say that inflation is rising, it means it's happening now, and we need to take some certain action to prevent it, to help it, to tackle it. So use the continuous forms to make your sentences more sophisticated, more interesting, and get a better score in the exam.
Nowadays, more and more people are using electric cars to protect the environment.
Okay, so let's make a quick bullet summary here. So today we had 3 keys. The first key was about use the present simple. We use it for facts, we use it for habits, and for company values. The second key was about the frame, the present continuous that help you describe the picture, that what was going on in the photo that you are describing, to describe the action, to describe also the trends, the changing trends. And the third key was the state verbs. These are the verbs that remain simple form no matter what. So don't just learn grammar, don't just practice the sentences and the grammar rules. Practice and learn identifying the time markers, like usually versus at the moment. It's gonna help you immediately get where you wanna be at the exam. When you hear those, you're gonna easily connect this knowledge with those forms, those tenses, and you're gonna use it much easier. So practice time markers. And remember, we live in the present. When you lived through yesterday, it was your present moment. When tomorrow comes, it will be the present moment once again. So the only reality we can really influence is now. Right now. At this very moment, we are all writing another line of our autobiographies. Part has already been written, and hopefully there is much more yet to come. So think of it for a moment. What would you like to read about yourself when the book is finished? So live your life to the fullest and write lines, chapters, and the book about yourself you would like to read. And remember, success is not a one-time event. It's a present simple habit. What we do every day, it's who we become.
Brothers! What we do in life echoes in eternity.
So if you found this strategy, this episode helpful, share the bullets with your friends, subscribe the channel, and let's prepare together. So when the exam comes, I want to be there with you. I want you to hear my voice in your head, being there with you, helping you, and feeling more confident and more relaxed. Good luck. See you in the next episode.